After the tragic events that took the lives of 10 concertgoers during the Astroworld festival, many people wanted to hear what the celebrities in attendance had to say. Among those celebrities that reacted to the news were some people that performed on the show, but others who were not involved also decided to weigh in on the situation. I'm your host Johnny Rogers, and today on I.O. we're taking a look at the top 10 celebrity Astroworld tragedy reactions. But first, if you happen to be new here and you don't want to miss another video, make sure you tap that subscribe button. And with that out of the way, let's just get right into today's top 10. Coming in at number 10, Kim Kardashian. Following Travis Scott's statement that he released, many other celebrities started to also react to the news. After Travis canceled the second night of the festival, Kim K shared her statement in regards to the tragedy on Instagram and said that her family is in a state of shock. In the post she says, "Absolutely heartbroken for the lives who were lost and anyone who was hurt at Astroworld. Just like all of you, our family is in shock by the tragedy. We are keeping all of the victims, families, and loved ones impacted in our prayers for healing, as well as Travis, who we know cares so much about his fans and is truly devastated." Coming in at number 9, SZA. Recently during a show, SZA stressed the importance of safety after one of her fans passed out during the concert. Aside from a tweet she put out reacting to the news, she also said during this show that what happened at Astroworld should never happen again. In a clip posted to TikTok, she says, "Yes, I have played concerts where people have passed out before. And it's like somebody said, people pass out all the time, blah blah blah, but people don't die at concerts all the time. None of us should ever don't ever forget that." And in addition to this response, SZA also tweeted out, "Speechless about last night, I'm actually in shock and don't even know what to say. Just praying for everyone in Houston, especially the families of those that lost their lives." Coming in at number 8, Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi and Travis Scott have collabed before, and he was actually set to perform at the 2020 Astroworld Festival before it was cancelled due to COVID. However, after hearing the news of what happened, Kid Cudi tweeted out, "Really messed up about the news at Astroworld. My heart goes out to the families who lost a loved one last night and everyone who was injured. Sad day, man." Now, because he didn't call Travis out directly, a lot of Kid Cudi fans were split in his replies to this tweet. Some thanked him for not blaming Travis, while others said, "Hold your friends accountable. Travis and everyone that worked in that venue last night need to be held responsible. Your statement sounds more meaningful than what he came out with." Coming in at number 7, Megan Thee Stallion. During a recent appearance at Glamorous Woman of the Year event, Megan Thee Stallion gave her reaction to the tragedy despite not attending the festival. During an interview, she told ET that it did hit home for her because she grew up in Houston. Megan goes on to say, "Houston is my hometown. It has a special place in my heart. I feel terrible. Whatever we can do, I want to help. I want to support, always. That's my duty. That's what I gotta do. And we're just sending prayers, and we're sending condolences, and we're sending positive energy to everybody and their family." Coming in at number 6, Master P. Rapper and founder of No Limit Records, Master P also was performing at the Astroworld Festival this year and took to the stage to perform earlier in the day. In an Instagram caption, Master P reacted to the news with this statement and said, "I performed early in the day at Astroworld, but I was supposed to perform at night because I had a show in Baltimore. I heard what happened at the show. My condolences go out to the people who lost their lives. Man, this was supposed to be a historical event. It was so lit." Coming in at number 5, Trey Songz. Back in 2015, Trey Songz and Travis Scott actually had beef with each other. Well, at least Travis did with Trey. He apparently dissed Trey Songz on stage during a show, and afterwards angry fans showed up to hurl insults as he entered his tour bus. In 2017 though, Trey Songz did do a remix of a Travis Scott song, so perhaps the beef is water under the bridge by now. In response to the news of what happened at Astroworld, Trey Songz tweeted out, "Heart goes out for the lives lost and all those affected by what took place in Houston. It's all so unimaginable and very sad. Prayers up." Trey Songz' replies on this post were similar to Kid Cudi's. One person writes, "Crazy how your words seem to be more genuine than what Travis has put out. I mean, just seems like his team took care of it." Coming in at number 4, Kendall Jenner. Kendall was another celebrity that people wanted to hear from after all of this. She attended the Astroworld Festival alongside her sister Kylie, and after Kylie released her statement, Kendall put out a separate one as well. In her statement, she said, "I'm truly broken for the families that have lost loved ones, and my prayers go out to everyone involved. Sending everyone who has been affected all of my love and wishing them strength during this incredibly devastating and sensitive time." Which has essentially been what everyone else is saying about this tragedy. Kylie, on the other hand, took a different approach in addressing rumors with her reaction. In one part, she even says, "I want to make it clear that we weren't aware of the fatalities until the news came out after the show, and in no world would have continued filming or performing." But we'll get to the rest of her statement in a moment. Coming in at number 3, Beyonce. Beyonce is without a doubt one of Houston's biggest stars, and because Travis Scott is also from Houston, she has always shown him love in the past. In one clip from a 2019 show, Beyonce actually gives Travis a standing ovation at the end of his stargazing set. In response to what took place in her hometown, Beyonce tweeted and said, "My heart goes out to every person affected by the tragedy in Houston, praying for the families and loved ones of the victims." And fans of Beyonce also noted in the replies that she actually acted faster with a statement than Travis did. One user writes, "Beyonce, you are such a kind-hearted person. The way you talked about the situation before the lead artist of the festival even spoke up. God bless your heart." Coming in number 2, Drake. As many of you know now, Drake is also involved in a lot of the Astroworld lawsuits because he had performed with Travis Scott that evening. 2 days after the news of the mass casualty event, Drake broke his silence and said, "I spent the past few days trying to wrap my mind around this devastating tragedy. I hate resorting to this platform to express an emotion as delicate as grief, but this is where I find myself. My heart is broken for the families and friends of those who lost their lives and for anyone who is suffering. I will continue to pray for all of them and will be of service in any way I can. May God be with you all." Also, as of right now, there are more than 100 lawsuits that have already been filed against Travis Scott, Drake, and Live Nation. And coming in at our number 1 spot, Kylie Jenner. The Astroworld Festival in Houston took the lives of 10 people and injured countless others, but to make matters worse, Kylie Jenner was also in attendance, and on her Instagram story you could actually see an ambulance trying to get through the crowd. This almost immediately resulted in immense backlash where people accused her of not caring about the concert goers who needed medical attention. The 24-year-old makeup mogul said later on in a statement that both she and Travis were not aware of any fatalities that happened during his 75-minute set until it was all finished. In a statement of apology, Kylie Jenner said, "Travis and I are broken and devastated. My thoughts and prayers are with all who lost their lives, were injured, or affected in any way by yesterday's events, and also for Travis, who I know cares deeply for his fans and the Houston community. I want to make it clear we weren't aware of any fatalities until the news came out after the show, and in no world would have continued filming or performing. I am sending my deepest condolences to all the families during this difficult time, and will be praying for the healing of everyone who has been impacted." Either way, guys, that's been the top 10 celebrity Astroworld tragedy reactions. As always, don't forget to drop us a comment down below with your thoughts. But for now, I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube, or at least try.